Ah. Ow. Just punch the bloody microphone. I can't make it stop raining. I don't have that power. And it's live. Right. Let me whack that on just so I've got some idea what's going on. I can't make it stop raining. I'm not magic. Good evening, one person watching. Welcome to the cool zone. Alright, so I'm just going to create the sheet that I've already done here for our first episode of Raw. No, I'm not, because I haven't made the matches yet. Right. Well, I can't make the power. I can't make it stop raining. I don't have the ability, I'm afraid. Right, so creations, custom matches, no. Fatal 4-way, normal, elimination. Hello, 4 people. 4-way. Oh, Nathan, you show up in green now that you're a member of the channel. You show up a different colour to everyone else. And you get a little badge. I've got a friend who's a graphic designer. I'm going to ask him to make me some new badges. So I don't know what we're going to do as yet, though, but... What? I can't make it stop raining. I'm not that strong. I'm not a wizard. No, I can't make it stop raining. Bloody cats. That's a bit weird, Nathan. The Fat Badger, good evening. What do you want? Bloody cat shouting at me. I think you're only on this first badge, though. I think, Nathan. I think there's 6 badges, and I think you get like you get upgraded for every month you've been with the channel. Obviously, I'm not expecting you to stick around. You do whatever you feel is best. If you want to continue supporting, then you go ahead. If not, then there's no problem there, mate. What are you meowing at me for? I can't make it stop raining. I'm not that strong. I like to pretend I am, but I do not have the power to change the weather. What? What? I cannot help you. I can't turn it off. Sorry, Matt, I got distracted. I was talking to the cat. Right, so we're going to have 2 Fatal 4-Way eliminations on this show. This is Raw. This is the one that I've written because nobody really took too much interest in it, so I've written the first episode. So we're going to have Randy Orton. This is the main event then. Randy Orton, Seth Rollins. We've got Kevin Owens. And so we'll do this one first, then we'll go into New Japan. And potentially, if time goes well, we might be able to squeeze another one in. But I'm not promising anything because I do need... I've got some... I've got my parents coming to visit tomorrow. And I need to... I've been tidying and cleaning for the last couple of hours. So I need to do some more of that at some point. So I don't think I'll be on all night long. I've not checked, actually, to see if these servers are still working. Let me have a look. I did have a look earlier. I couldn't see anything that said the servers were down. Let me have a quick look. It might have just been your internet, mate, to be honest. Yeah, look, it's still working, mate. Still working, Nathan. I'm going to set them up over the weekend. At the moment, I've only done the save file at the moment. Like I said, my parents are visiting over the weekend, so I'm going to spend the time while they're here basically doing a lot of the setup for the rest of our universe modes. So at the moment, yeah, I've only got this. What we got? So we got Raw, New Japan, Ring of Honor, Combat Zone Wrestling, and one other show ready at the moment. Oh, Impact we've done already, haven't we? So I've got to do the rest of the save files over the weekend. So hopefully the next time I'll be able to stream is probably going to be Sunday now. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a longer weekend. But hopefully by then, I should have everything to go. So we can just push forward and basically knock out loads of these shows. We can stop with all the creating, that sort of stuff. We can just enjoy the game as it was supposed to be. Right, so Shane Thorne and Nick Miller. Now, I did mess up. I didn't manage to get Brandon Vink, so I've just replaced him at the moment with Nick Miller and put TM61 back in the game. I've not watched NXT, to be honest, Jay. It's possible, Fat Badger. He could replace him with Bitty Bob. Who's he just taking in? Austin Theory? So he could replace him with Austin Theory, really. So this is going to be Bobby Lashley going one-on-one with John Cena. This is a United States Championship qualifying match. So the way Raw is going to be is it's going to have one episode and then it's going to go straight into the first pay-per-view. So this entire first episode is all going to be about defining those championship matches at that first pay-per-view. I quite like this match, though. This is one that I'm very impressed with myself doing. So Asuka is teaming up with Becky Lynch. And they'll be taking on the team of Charlotte Flair and Shayna Baszler. The winning team will go one-on-one at the pay-per-view to crown our first Raw Women's Champion. L. I don't like his... I mean, it's just not the sort of wrestling name that flows off your tongue, Humberto Carrillo, is it, really? But whatever floats his boat, I suppose. Alistair Black versus Andrade. And Tradicion Almas, you can keep your manager. It's going to be interesting having the manager there, considering that, well, she's married to Alistair Black. That could be an interesting one. In the tag team division, then we're going to go Cedric Alexander and Ricochet versus Hansen and Rowe. Now, this is going to be a tag team #1 contendership match, along with the one we did earlier on, Humberto Carrillo and Hector and Angel Garza versus TM61. Actually, in theory, we've actually put two really strong teams in one match here. I really fancy the winner of this one to go on and win the whole thing, to be honest. Ricochet versus Hansen and Rowe. I haven't created the stables yet either, so it's taking me a bit of time to get these done. But I'll get the stables created over the weekend as well. And then our opening match of the evening is going to be another Fatal 4-Way Elimination. Hey, Terence. What I'll try and do, Nathan, is I'll try to start announcing it a bit more. My plan was to start streaming about 7, but I got a bit tied up. Like I said, I've got my parents coming up tomorrow, so I've been doing a lot of cleaning and tidying before they get here. I live on my own, so I do let it, you know, slide a little bit here and there, as you do when you live on your own. Edge. Rey Mysterio. Samoa Joe. And Drew McIntyre. My name's Drew McIntyre. My best Scottish impression. So there we go. Yeah, Cedric and Ricochet is pretty good. I think I've got them down as a... Although they weren't a tag team in certain brands, I think I've got them down to be a tag team in certain brands, to be honest. Just as an option, I think... I can't remember where I put them now. I think I might have put them both on NXT's roster as well. I must admit, I have made my own NXT roster based on the people that are on the game and a few important ones, but I think there'll be more as time goes on as well. So this is our card for the first show. Oh, that's a good idea, Nathan. Yeah, I could do that, yeah. Announce it on there. I know I'll try and put it on the YouTube page as well, because I know some people said earlier on they don't have their notifications switched on for this, or for Discord, because they're on a lot of servers. I'm the same. I'm on a Pokemon Go server, and I've had to turn the notifications off of that, because that can get pretty mad, I must admit. Yeah, I think what happens, Nathan, that's the logos that I can put in. So I might ask my friend who's a graphic designer to make a few more of those, but I think for every month that you're a member, you get a different cut, or you get a different logo, and it sort of upgrades up. I think the highest is 6. So like I say, I can put things in there, like you said earlier about like the NWO badge or Bullet Club badge or stuff like that. Would be pretty cool to put down. But I think we're good to go now. Let's go straight into the first show. We've got 8 people watching. We'll go straight into the first show, and then we'll hit up New Japan afterwards. I'm just going to throw some stuff into the... Oh, let me skip this, otherwise this is going to get copyright claimed. Can I skip this? I can't skip it because it's a loading screen. Okay, I'll have to remember to take this off because this might get copyright claimed, this part of the video. Right, so I want to go into the studio, and we need to put in... So I have done some extra sheets as well. It's not done yet. I'm still working on it. It's taken me quite some time to get done, so there will still be, like I say, a few bits extra to do. But I can throw in the ones I've got for now, so you can have a little bit of an explore. But like I said, don't take them as a complete, because there's still work for me to do on them. Why is that not sticking out? I want that to stick out. What's this? Okay, I want that one. Okay, there we go. So, right, I've updated it at the moment with the ones that I've got, and I'll put a few others in as we're going along. Oh, that's interesting, Jay. I like that, actually. Right, so we're going to go straight into the first match. Then we'll turn the entrances off so it's a bit smoother and quicker for you. As I say, I'm just going to throw some of the sheets in there for us as well. Like I said, don't get too caught up in this because these are just the initial rosters I've put together. We will add and remove as we see fit. Because at the moment, I'm just trying to make sure we have enough cores available to download everyone we want. So, could say, and it might take a bit of time. That was a quick loading screen. Lovely. So copy the link for that one. So this is NWA. That's NWA. This is NXT. Next up, NXT share link. CZW. I'll be with you in 2 seconds. I'm just putting these links in the description down below so you can get involved if you want to. Like I say, it's going to be a while before we... it'll probably be Sunday before we get stuff going strong. Hello, Mega Project. You haven't missed much running the first show anyway. Servers are down, are they, AM? I just had a look about 2 minutes ago. They were working. I haven't, that one guy you love. I've not been on there at all. No problem. I think you just... Oh, the servers are down for the notifications. I don't know, actually. Oh, Nathan Robertson. Basically, this is... We've got 2 fatal 4-way eliminations tonight. The winners of both of those will go on to face off for the Raw Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship first pay-per-view. We've only got 1 episode before the first pay-per-view, so every single match tonight has a direct effect on that. What am I doing? I've forgotten what I'm doing now. I'll Combat Zone Wrestling. And get the link, copy the link. That's you there. And last up, I think I've got Stardom done. Okay. And Stardom. Share. Okay, I've updated the description with the extra sheets that I've got complete. Like I say, it's not the be-all or end-all. There will be other things added and taken away. It's just the fact that I wanted to make sure... I've just put basic rosters on there for now until I start downloading and see what space we have left. So don't get too bad on them. Where am I? No problem, New Generation. We can do it all together, or if you want to watch the VOD backwards, you can let us know next time. Backwards? Watch the VOD back is what I'm trying to say, not backwards. Oh, I've just done this wrong. I just realised I've done this wrong. I've copied it all into the wrong one. I've copied it all into the wrong one. There you go. Now they're in the description down below. There we go. Okay, we're good to go now then. Right, so yeah, we're removing Brandon Vink because we ran out of core spots, and not got MVP either, which is a little bit annoying. But we completely run out of core slots on this one, so we're pretty much limited, to be honest. Our Fat Badger, the match they had at WrestleMania for me was very, very tedious, I must admit. I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. Yeah, Nathan, we checked earlier in the stream, the servers were up, so hopefully they're going to stay up, because I've done this entire plan based on them being up. So if they're not going to stay up, then we might have a problem. But like I say, I think I'm going to try and get everything done by the time we start our next stream on Sunday. So we can just basically then just bust out show after show after show then. Samoa Joe here with the Coquina clutch locked in on Rey Mysterio. Of course, lots of ranking points up for grabs in this one. 1 point for every elimination. And Joe almost... No, that was Rey trying to eliminate Joe, actually. Joe catches Rey into the Saito suplex, folds him up in half. They can still work, Jay, but I think the fact they're trying to say they're going to be the best match ever or something like that, I think is very, very optimistic. I mean, by WWE standards, it's a possibility, but I don't think they're going to have any chance of getting the best match ever. I've always thought for a few years now, for me, that, oh my god, Drew McIntyre's just claimed the referee. I've always thought for a few years now that Randy Orton was very lazy. That was always my opinion. Oh, I'll have to try that, Nathan. I've not checked that, actually. Nice 619. I mean, I've not seen anything. Let me just check Twitter. I've not seen anything along the lines. I know they had a problem the other week where the servers went down for a little bit of time, didn't it, as well? But let's have a look. 2K19 servers. Someone's saying here that servers are supposed to be up until September the 30th. Ooh. I can see there was a lot of problems coming up. Apparently the 2K20 servers were down as well, I'm looking at now. 2K support said we'll take another look at this. So 2K's not said anything about it. Okay, it's a problem. They're not down permanently. I'm just on the 2K Twitter page now. As of 50 minutes ago, they tweeted, "We're aware of some intermittent issues being reported affecting the online service for 2K19 and 2K20. We're investigating the matter currently." So that was an hour ago. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be a permanent issue. New generation, I think even Good evening, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee? I saw that, Jay, but I thought that was Shayna Baszler I'd heard was after the 24/7 championship. Yeah, it's not great, Terrence. So I hope they give him more of an opportunity moving forward. Yeah, no problem there, Nathan. Like I said, you can be the leader of the free brands. Since you are a channel member, you can be the leader of the free brands. And then if you're happy to do it as free brands, I'll have to see what I can get sort of core-wise. I don't think it should be too much of an issue. I've noticed there's a lot of good ECW stuff. It's whether we can get enough to make a full-on roster out of it, I suppose, unless you want to be a bit lenient with some of the people you put in there. Nice Drew McIntyre striking the rights and lefts. Yeah, I read that this morning, Jay. Apparently Shayna's eyeing up going for the 24/7 championship. I can't remember what I read it on, but I saw it on a news site somewhere. No eliminations yet. This is crazy. I put this on fast. Momentum. It's still really crazy how slow this has been actually. And that's what we were going to do, wasn't it? So let me have a look at my. I don't really want to use this live show schedule. But I want to sort. Oh, this is the wrong one, isn't it? That's not what I want. I want to do this one, possibly. So AEW, MLW, AAA, PWG, Smackdown, Impact. Has Rey Mysterio been eliminated? If Rey's been eliminated, can someone let me know who eliminated him? Because I was staring at my computer screen reading chat. I wasn't paying attention. Good old Shabby. Shabby by name, Shabby by nature. Did Edge just get eliminated as well? So Joe eliminated him. So Joe eliminated Rey. Okay, and Drew eliminated. Who's the other guy in this match? Edge. That's right then, yeah. The Edge Girls, there we go. Joe eliminated Rey, McIntyre eliminated Edge. Okay, that's good. I've got this on my TV and I'm watching this on my phone. Oh, Nathan, yeah, I was saying that if you want, you can lead the all three. Why is that not working? Oh, I know why it's not working. Yeah, you can lead the three brands. Since you're a channel member, you can lead all three of the Monday Night Raw brand or Monday Night Wars brands. That's a bit of a tongue twister, that one. And like I said, we can all pitch our ideas, and then you can see what you like to sound the best. Right, sorry, I was typing some more stuff, wasn't I? NWA, Stardom, NXT. Nathan, was it you the other day who wanted to do a... I can't remember who it was. Somebody wanted to do like an Attitude / Ruthless Aggression style roster. I can't remember who it was. Oh, no, there shouldn't be a limit, Nathan. What I'll try and do, since it's going to be, since we're going to end up having loads more people, I think I'm going to have to try and start a fourth save file, which I don't think is too difficult. It took me a while to figure out ages ago, but I think I can do it now pretty easily. It was you who said, okay, that's fine. I was just got worried there for a second, because I said we would do that, and then I thought I'm going to step on somebody else's toes, but if it was you, that's fine at least. So, let me just... start writing some of these names down. So Nathan Robinson, you are the head book of those three shows. We've got Joe with a victory. There we go. Joe gets the victory, which puts him up to 2 ranking points overall. And Drew McIntyre loses a ranking point. Why is that not working? My entire sum's not working here. There we go. Is that working now? I think that's working now. Okay, that's cool. Right, so Joe's going on to the pay-per-view. It's a 4-star match as well. So Show, we've got Joe with the win. NGR. Have you seen that New Generation, by the way? On the match screen, I've actually got an NGR rating. What's an NGR? NGR 4-star. There we go. So Joe is going on to the pay-per-view to fight for the WWE Championship. Samoa Joe. There we go. Right, so what was I doing? Right, so Jay's doing NXT. Who else was locked into what? I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. So at the moment I've got Jay on NXT. I've got Nathan on the Monday Night Wars episodes. No, don't worry, Nathan. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, that's when I started watching it. I grew up with that wrestling, so I'm really happy that someone wants to showcase it as well. I'm more than up for that, honestly. I remember getting my first ECW VHS and stuff like that. It was great. New Generation is Ring of Honor. Alright, so I'm going to put you all in bold because this is your main ones. Omega Project and Alex have AEW. Is Alex in tonight? I haven't seen Alex yet. Chloe doing Stardom. Okay. So what I'm in at the moment is, I don't know if I've got it in the description. Have I got it in there? Yeah, so the very top link in the description is the sheet that I think I'm currently on. And all I'm doing there is I've just put an extra little bit at the side. I'm trying to figure out who is the head booker of each show. Like I said, being the head booker doesn't mean you're fully in control. It just means that you're there to lead it. That Badger, I think moving from NXT to WWE's main show means that in about a year's time you get to go to AEW. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's it, Nathan. Yeah, it was the same with me, to be honest. I was born in '88, so yeah, I watched a lot of that sort of stuff. Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one, that Matt Riddle moved to SmackDown, I must admit. Bit out of the blue. Weren't quite expected it, especially after his tag team run. Right, so that still leaves us with some brands open then. MLW, AAA, PWG, SmackDown, Impact. I know we have someone for Impact, don't we? I don't think he's here today. Who was Impact? So Justin is doing WWF. Who was in? Does anyone remember who was doing Impact? I can't remember his name. I know there was someone there, but I can't remember who it was. Matt. Bruce Lee wants my favourite company, PWG. Even though Bruce Lee's got no idea what PWG actually is. Mate, PWG's awesome. What was Matt's full name? Does anyone remember what Matt's channel name was? I know I remember it when I see it, but I just can't remember off the top of my head what it was. Yeah, same sort of thing, Jay. Really, those names really are just those are the main ones, weren't they? Cedric William Hanson over to him. Oh, Matthew Wrestling, of course it was, yeah. So I'll put that on there. I just don't want to give away somebody else's stuff that they're already working on. So at least I know which brands are currently available. What? What are you shouting at me for? I can't make it stop raining. I don't have that power. I can't do like an anti-rain dance or anything. Oh, no, I can't. I've tried before. It doesn't work. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that Riddle suits the main roster at all, to be honest. Unless they're going to throw him in there with the likes of Lesnar or maybe Bobby Lashley for an MMA-style match. Or even, I think I'd like him against Gulak, who might be interesting. Ricochet with a pin, and Ricochet and Cedric get the win. They're going on to the pay-per-view to fight for the Tag Team Championships. Cedric Alexander and Ricochet. And they'll be facing off the win of tonight's match later on. Right, so I've got to do this now. So Cedric for the +1. Ricochet. Why is it not in alphabetical order? There we go. Ricochet with a +1. Rowe with a -1. Hanson with a -1. Not Edge. Edge already got a -1. And in the tag team division, +1 and -1. There we go. The rankings are up to date as of that match. For some reason they're not working though. There we go, that should do it. There we go. Spot diddly ot on. Right, we're good. We are good. Right, next up then is the first of our 2 matches tonight where we'll be looking to put somebody in the United States Championship match of our pay-per-view. Please stream your anti-rain dance. I don't think I have that ability, to be honest. I would love to have that ability, but... NGR is a 3.5 star. I'm not live streaming anything. I am actually live streaming stuff, but I don't want to live stream myself moving. I'm not a big fan of moving, to be honest. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something on my phone at the same time. There's more than that. There we go. Alistair Black versus Andrade. I forgot I was impressing then. Stop meowing at me. I can't do anything. Andrade, strong start by him. Yeah, Zayn versus Nakamura was pretty interesting, wasn't it? Really, really good match. I can't remember what, I really liked some of the tag team matches, I think. Revival versus DIY, I think, was some of the best matches I've seen. And obviously Fish and O'Reilly turned up as well. So, of course, the winner of this one will face off against the winner of Lashley versus John Cena later on to fight for the United States Championship of the pay-per-view. At the moment, it's Andrade who's looking like he's in a strong position. Of course, it's interesting to see Andrade with Zelina Vega at ringside, because Zelina Vega is actually married to Alistair Black in real life. Andrade back into the ring now, catching Alistair Black. Andrade's doing really well here, actually. I'm not surprised, don't get me wrong. He's a very top-class wrestler, but I didn't think Alistair Black would fold this easy. Alistair Black now taking Andrade up onto the top. Into a Super Falcon Arrow. No problem, Nathan. Look at them feed by cats as well, because they keep... I don't know what you're shouting at. I can't do anything for you. It's raining, I know. It's shit. It's life, I'm afraid. Oh, I thought Black had won that then. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to you. NXT is always going to be better, I think. I think NXT is like there are some more, I wouldn't say adult brand as such, but not so much aimed at children as the other brands are, I suppose. Alistair Black draping Andrade and pigging him back. I'm a poet, I didn't even know it. Of course, Andrade and his stable have a good chance at the pay-per-view. Humberto and Angel Garza are in a match later on to fight for a chance at the Tag Team Championship. So, if Andrade was to win this as well, his stable will be looking pretty damn strong at the pay-per-view with a chance to walk out full of gold. And he pot of gold. Got a very dry cough today. I'm not quite sure that's a good sign. I'm getting very confused now, you guys. I've just realised that there's you guys have been chatting away in the Discord as well, and I completely missed a lot of it. And that's how you all came over, because somebody realised I was live on Discord, and then they decided to let everyone else know. Oh, thanks for that, Nate. I didn't even. I should put it on Discord. Really, I was which I've been rushed around since I got back, and wow, Alistair Black gets the win. I didn't think he was going to have that, to be honest. He looked like he was struggling throughout the chunk of that match, but he does come out victorious, which gets him, obviously, the ranking point, as well as the opportunity to fight for the championship at the pay-per-view. I think I've set it up as Backlash, if I remember correctly. There we go. I love the rankings. The rankings is like my favourite part of this. You just got to love some rankings, don't you? Maz Money says, hit him with the chair. Stop shouting at me. What do you want? What do you want? I don't know what you want from me. Cat. Right. Gets 3 stars. Right, Alistair Black victorious, then he'll go on to face off against the winner of Lashley Cena later on. Now, this is a tag team women's match. The winning team between Asuka and Becky Lynch and Charlotte and Shayna Baszler will then go on to have a singles match at the pay-per-view. There's just something about rankings, Terrence, I do like. Especially when it's set up with auto sums and colour coding. Oh, gives me goosebumps, I tell you. Who doesn't, Joseph? Whoever wants pizza. A mega project. Not at the moment, no. No one has NWA. Have you looked at the NWA roster, Joseph, by the way? Not Joseph, sorry. A mega project. Have you looked at the NWA roster? Because it's a bit random, I must admit, that I put together. But there's not a ton of alumni that we can really squeeze in there. So I've been a little bit more liberal, and I've just got a few people that I thought suited the style. I'm trying to sort of keep, like I said before, I'm trying to keep to just people that have been there and significant alumni, but I suppose in some cases we have to be a little bit more liberal to build a decent roster. So NWA has got a little bit extra. Asuka now elbow to the back of the shoulder of Shayna. Boot. And another boot. Hit her with a chair. Good old Maz Money. You like it? That's good to make a project. It's a bit of a... I must admit, I was at work, so I didn't spend too long on it. But, yeah, it's just... I just sort of put it together to try and just fill the schedule up a little bit and try and give it that sort of up-to-date feel while it also being a little bit more retro at the same time. So there's some more over-the-top gimmicks like the Bludgeon Brothers and stuff like that as well. But at the moment, mate, no one's got it at the moment. So if you are interested, then you can definitely... you can have a look at it. So you could leave Alex on his own in AEW, or, like I said, until we get enough people for everyone to have their own brand as a leader, I think I'm happy for people to sort of take up temporary charge of some of the brands. So, got no problem if some people want to do that. Something I noticed that was pretty good actually when I was doing the AEW Universe mode is that I quite like these random tag team matches because it gives you a chance to affect a lot more rankings at once. So I quite like it, I must admit. Yeah, there might be extra space on that roster as well, a Mega Project. Again, that's I've thrown them together, but because I've not downloaded the cores yet, I don't know for sure who I can get, who I can't get, and how many spaces we'll have left at the end. So there might be space to add a few extras. Nice suplex there on Charlotte. I forgot who's Cena's on who. It's Charlotte and Shayna, isn't it? Charlotte and Shayna versus Becky and Asuka. And it is Becky and Asuka who are in control at the moment. Like I said before, the winners of this match will go on to face each other one-on-one at the pay-per-view. No, I was going to say that about Alex. He doesn't seem like he wants to sort of be... It seems like he wants to be involved in a lot, but he doesn't seem like he wants to take full charge of anything. Wow, double pins here. And neither get the win. So we've still got a few more on tonight. Probably going to get one more show done after this, I would imagine. I thought it'd be too late. Oh, I've not turned monetization onto this one yet. There goes my 4 pence I could have earned today. Down the drain. And there it is. I've got no idea what happened because I was too busy playing around my stream, but there we go. It's a victory nonetheless. Why have I got the stream open on 2 separate pages now? I'm confusing myself now, to be honest. An interesting match, that one, then. Even if I don't know what happened at the end, it was an interesting match, nonetheless. Oh. I've not done this very well, have I? I've not even set my tags or anything quite. No, I found it. Yeah, no problem, Mega Project. Like I say, I think that'll be the case moving forward for a little bit. I think we will... I want to eventually let people take up their own stuff. Obviously lead it, but I don't want to give it to just anybody because I want to make sure it's people that are going to be here over and over again. I want to just give it to someone and not turn up ever again. So yeah, I'm happy to let you take it for now until somebody else wants it permanently. Oh, I forgot about that, Bruce Lee. On the roof, come 5 with my dad's Bruce Lee. Rides me around in his JCB. I'm not actually 5. I'm older than 5. I'm actually 50. I feel like I'm 50 half the time, must admit. Just old and decrepit, really. Bruce, is Maz doing the quiz again on Sunday? I've got some really good ideas. Right, here we go. Next match. What was I doing? I'm going to put you down then as main and temp. So temp of this show is going to be Omega. Well, this game's obviously not real because everyone's cheering for Cena, so that's not really going to be real, is it? I love spreadsheets. You've just got to love spreadsheets. I'm a spreadsheet man. I thought I love spreadsheets, then Justin started playing around with some of these sheets and sent me some links to his, and my god. Guy's a nerd. Anyway. Right, so I'll put you down for that one, Omega, then you can take temporary charge of that until we have a full-time manager. Unless you want to take that full-time and just support Alex. I've got a whole round about violins. I think it'd be really fun. A whole violin round. Maybe one about Hobbs as well, I'm thinking. I do apologise to everyone else. It's a bit of an inside joke. I do apologise. Anyway, where was I? I'm too busy playing with spreadsheets. I get forget what I'm doing. You've got to love a spreadsheet. I'm getting goosebumps with these spreadsheets. That's how nerdy I'm dropping in now. The problem is with streaming this time is during the week, isn't it? It's some of the American people are still at work and that, aren't they? And Justin might get out of bed soon. Ooh, lazy New Zealanders. I can't believe you two are wasting your Thursday night watching Classic play a wrestling game. Yeah, the problem is with this is that I spend all my time looking at numbers while I'm streaming. I end up not paying much attention to what's actually going on, just watching all the numbers and the analytics, all that sort of stuff. So the winner of this one, of course, is going to face off against Alistair Black. I should have got Jay White, and we could have had Black versus White. Alistair Black. Is it just me? I'm pretty hot. There's the pin. Oh, I need 2 count. I think the cat's given up now. She understands it's raining and I can't make it stop, so she's given up. She's stopped shouting at me for a change. Yeah, that's locked in now, Jay. Also now is John Cena versus Alistair Black locked in as well. Oh, someone just messaged my work phone. That should be fun. I can't bother to look at it, so. Right, so Johnny Boy gets a victory over Bobby Boy. There we go. That's an interesting shake of the hand. Didn't quite see that one coming tonight, but there we go. Where's my matches? There they are. So 2 more left tonight, then tag team match and another fatal 4-way elimination. Let's go straight into the tag team. Probably trash league. There we go. Merge. Boom, there we go. We have got Humberto Carrillo and Angel Gaza. This is the 2 Australians, Nick Miller and Shane Thorne. Yeah, I think I might be right on this one, Jay, to be honest. I think because I've not played around with any of the stats or anything at the moment, it's pretty one-sided. Pretty damn one-sided. Let's go. Right. Yeah, we had no core space left for Brandon Vinks, so I put the bobble in, so I just left it. So the winner of this one, like we said, is going to get Ricochet and Cedric Alexander at the show on Sunday. Sunday. Well, probably Sunday for us. It's Sunday in game. We've got enough bloody videos to record at the moment, haven't we? We have got absolutely shows galore at this point in time. Plus, we're going to add even more soon. Going for a mate. They never really took off, did they, Jay, really? Well, one of them took off and disappeared to Japan, but a bit of a shame for them. There's that injury. The problem was that they're so dedicated to being what they are that one got injured and the other one just weren't allowed to be on TV for ages. And now the ironic thing is he's left now and he's getting a really good singles run over in Japan. So we got, I don't know which one's which, to be honest. Is that Nick Miller in the ring or is that Shane Flair in the ring? Bronson Reed part of that. I know Brandon Vink was part of it, but I don't know if Bronson Reed was part of that, but it could work. He's Australian as well, isn't he? He's Australian. I don't know if there's going to be a good core for him. That's my only worry because of his size. Well, Jonah Rock. He's 31, you know. Older than me. What an old bastard. He got right in. For Pro Wrestling Gorilla, of course he does. He was a tag team champ with someone called Hartley Jackson, whoever the hell that is. Some dodgy Australian, I suppose. So it's Tornado. Those two guys just disappeared up the ramp on their own, which is interesting. I'm quite sure the reasoning behind that. It means it leaves it one-on-one inside the ring. I've just been in his Wikipedia page, didn't say anything about it unless they've not written that part in. Yeah, I might be wrong, but it didn't say it on there. It says he was a tag team champion with someone called Hartley Jackson, who is so famous he hasn't even got his own Wikipedia page. And he was also tag team champion with someone called Marcius Pitt. Pitt the Younger. But of course, Wikipedia is just edited by whoever wants to edit it, doesn't it, really? Oh no, you're completely right. It does say at the top here as part of Pro Wrestling Noah. It was hidden at the corner, I do apologise. Damian Slater, Jonah Rock, Marcius Pitt, Mikey Roderick, Slex and Hartley Jackson. Those are some terrible names. I've got no idea. Hey ho, it all works. The Mike Donk deal. Yeah, no, it's fine. I've got it now on Wikipedia, mate. It was hidden at the bottom of the page. I don't know why I didn't have it anywhere else, and all of a sudden it just said, oh, by the way, this happened. Poor Wikipedia. You always trust it, can't you? Information highway. Oh, they got a big push in New Japan, didn't they, TM61? Beating Suzuki Gun and then Lance Archer as well. Beating Suzuki Gun and Shelton Benjamin. Hashi is... Top of the head there by Garza. This match is going the distance, isn't it? Both these teams desperate for that opportunity. They might not always going to get it. Nathan, I can't remember when you left, to be honest. It was... where are we? So we've seen Joe get the win in the first Fatal 4-Way elimination. Cedric and Ricochet beat Hanson and Rowe. Alistair Black beat Andrade in a United States Championship #1 contendership match. Charlotte and Shayna Baszler beat Becky Lynch and Asuka, which means those two will face off at the pay-per-view for the Women's Championship. And John Cena defeated Bobby Lashley to be the other man in that United States Championship match against Alistair Black. So the winner of this one takes on Cedric and Ricochet for the Tag Team Championships. And then we've got our final Fatal 4-Way of the night, which will be at the #1 contender, of course. The winner face off against Joe. Nice neck breaker. Okay, yeah, so you just missed Black versus Andrade, which Black won. Becky and Asuka versus Charlotte and Shayna, which Charlotte and Shayna won. And then Cena beat Lashley and made a little handshake afterwards. So a little bromance starting there. Pin by Humberto and win. No, not win by Humberto. He just ruined my perfectly good rhyme there. Are you alright, Cleo? Are you still depressed because it's raining? Nice underhook power driver there by Garza. As Humberto now just walking the guy into the ring. Garza's got the pin though. This should be enough actually to get this victory by the looks of it. And it is! Garza and Humberto pick up the win. This is going to be a pretty interesting match at the pay-per-view then. Carrillo and Garza versus Ricochet and Cedric. This is going to be a pretty good cruiserweight style tag team match. Carrillo and Garza. We have another classic invisible teammate cutscene. And the Rudos get the win over TMDK. Wins for Humberto and for Garza. And loses for Ford and Miller. Shane Ford and Nick Miller. Nick Miller. Nick Miller. Right, we're good then. Final match of the evening we build towards. Right, I'm going to go and get a quick drink while this one starts. I shall be back shortly. Oh, God, Ooh. Sort of fell off my chair. What's going on? Yeah, I think it'd be a good one, Joe, wouldn't it? Joe J. Cedric and Ricochet versus Humberto and Garza. Lesnar versus Joe for the championship would be pretty good as well. I mean, if you look at it, I know a lot of people weren't interested in taking this roster on, but if you look at it, it's actually a very good roster. It's just the people on there are not very well utilised. So it's not a bad thing, really. Omega Project, do you mean Horsemen? Yeah, no, oh Nathan, were you not here when I said that? Nathan, I've checked the Twitter page of 2K, and they have said there's some intermission issues, not just on 19, but also on 20, and they're trying to fix the server issues at the moment. It's nothing to do with the game being taken down. I like that Omega Project, it's pretty good. Omega Project, I don't know if you saw earlier, Omega Project, we started a Discord page now, with all the separate pages in there for the different brands. So if you want to throw some of your ideas in there as well, I don't know if you're on it already. It's tricky to tell because obviously people have different different screen names on Discord as they do in their YouTube as well, so I'm getting confused who's who, to be honest with you. If you let me know at the end, I'll fill that one in. And what we'll do is we'll start to fill a few of those in towards the end. Yeah, I've seen Nathan. There's a guy on Twitter. I think his Twitter handle is just WCW Project or something like that, and he's been creating a lot of stuff. and it looks really good. So we'll definitely be able to utilise a lot of his stuff, I think. Yeah, I think that's the thing, Jay. If we can get all of our cores downloaded for this universe mode, then if they do switch the servers off, it won't be an issue because at least we have everything we want. That just means we can't add to it moving forward. But I think I read earlier on, I don't know how true it is, but I did read somewhere earlier on Twitter that they are looking to take the servers down on the end of September, which is still going to mean we're going to have a full year before the new game comes out. But I mean, we'll use 2K20 where we can, and I think it'll be a good chance to try some other stuff as well. I mean, Virtual Basement's coming out soon. We can play some of the retro games, like Extreme Warfare Revenge, and there's a lot of options of stuff we could play around with. TW as well, another one. I'm going to lay down the PlayStation, don't press the off button. Okay? Are we in agreement? Look at me when I'm speaking to you. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, same with me now, Jay. I've got 4 accounts with 100 cores on each to get this universe man done. Yeah, I think so, Nathan, because they're downloaded onto your games. So I'm pretty sure once they're downloaded, you can keep them. So if we've got all of our rosters sorted, we can continue on with this. It shouldn't be a problem. This means we can't add or anything new people away. Right, I know, obviously, Joe got eliminated. If somebody could just let me know. I think it might have been Randy, but if someone could let me know who that was just to double check, that'd be great. Yeah, so if I get everything set up, Nathan, by the end of this weekend, then it means that Autumn pinned Rollins. Yeah, was it Rollins? Oh yeah, sorry, my brain's broken. Yeah, Seth Rollins was pinned by Randy Orton. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Nathan. Yeah, sorry, I was chatting away when I. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get all these universes set up by the time we stream again on Sunday. Which means that, yeah, we should be able to just carry on. If they do shut the servers down, we should be absolutely fine. Probably what I'll do, Nathan, is I'll, well, I don't know if I can, actually, I might be able to do it. Can I get onto Discord on my computer? If I can get onto Discord on my computer, I might be able to pin all the sheets on the pages as, like, the main comment, maybe. Which means you guys can get links straight from that. Because I'm going to try and use your list that you put through, Nathan, but if there is anyone I can't get, or anyone I can get that we have on the list, then I will do. We can plan that on Sunday if you want, because I think I'll have to try and squeeze them in at some point. I'll have to try and find out when they're going to be, but we've still got a few more shows to do, because we're going to have, with those 3 brands now, we're going to have 18 altogether. All with 5 match cards. So it's going to be interesting. We have to, once they're all set up, it's going to be easy. There's no wasting time with setting things up and downloads and this, that, and the other. We can just go from show to show to show and enjoy ourselves. But it's just this initial period of time which has taken quite some time, hasn't it, really? Nice elbow there by Randy Orton. I look to stream like 3 or 4 times a week. I've seen it, Jay. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to have to see what happens over the weekend when I do all the downloads, because NXT is obviously sharing a save file of NWA, WWF, Stardom and Shimmer. So it's each brand is going to get about, well, on average 20 cores each, but it might be a little bit different. Yeah, I'll see what's available, Nathan. I mean, it's funny the way the community creations work. I mean, you might be missing some of the most obvious people, and you might end up with loads of people that you'd be surprised are actually on there. Are they really? So of course it's not just about winning this match, also getting the pinfalls gives you the extra. Yeah, it should be fun, Jay. I'd say, well, I've added some extra people on the roster that you didn't mention, just in case you do want to use them. I've added people like Big E, He was one of the original champions. I've not put the rest of the New Day in there. I thought it'd be an opportunity for Big E to have some sort of singles run if we don't put the rest of the stable in there. So that should be interesting. But to say, once I get the roster completely done, there is a link down below, Jay, for the NXT roster I wrote up in a rush this morning. Like I said, that won't be the final roster. That was just what I put together, and then I'll add to it as I'm doing the downloads. Only a 2 count. Brock flattens Owens. Now Brock raining down the right into the face of Owens. Yeah, I thought I'd throw him in there. I've also thrown Bo Dallas in there, but I don't think you'll get a lot of use out of him unless you want to use him as a jobber. There's the RKO out of nowhere by Randy on Brock, and this could be a bit of a surprise here. No, Brock kicked out. Super Brock. Super Brock. Randy once again with a pin on Brock. Again, only a 2. Randy now stalking Owens. Randy really taking control of this match. I don't think so, Jay, but you can have him if you want because he is on the game. I mean, you can have the Wyatt family on there if you like. They are available if you want to have them. But we don't want to make the roster too huge, but I think the Wyatt family would be an option. But I don't think your roster's terrible. It looks bad. It looks worse than it is because you've got about 20 women on there as well, I think. Can do, Jay. I can throw Rowan in there as well if you want the whole set. Yeah, it's fine, Nathan. The only thing I would say is that I don't think... I mean, we can try it. I've not tried it a long time, but I don't think 4-on-4 tag works very well. So if we can make it 6-man, that might work a bit better. We're announcing the PS5 tonight, aren't we? The PS5 showcase. I'm not really about. I was going to say it's expensive, but I'll probably watch it tomorrow. Watch the highlights. DDT there by Orton. Yeah, I'll knock up the roster over the weekend, Jay, and I'll see what I get in. Yeah, 6-man works fine, mate. But 6-man tornado works fine. Or 6-man tornado elimination works fine, but normal... Anything involving tag seems to just cause a problem for the game, to be honest. Oh! Oh, what a move! Randy caught Brock diving to the outside. Oh, that's pretty cool, that is, Nathan. Are you having Shawn Michaels as part of your DX, or just Triple H? Are you doing Michaels, Road Dogg, X-Pac, Gun? Stephanie, I suppose, or are you just going to have Triple H and... I think Michael makes sense, doesn't it, really? You could do a ministry as well if you wanted to. If you wanted to go faction-wise. You've got the ministry of Taker, Gangrel, Edge, Christian. You've got the corporation as well. Because you've got the likes of Vince and Shayna on the game, so you could do your Vince versus other stuff as well. Good evening, Reliant Hydra. You won't need women, I don't think, Nathan, but probably what you could do is you could have Stephanie as a manager. Just use her as a manager for Triple H at least. I mean, there are 4 women from that era on the game. You've got Trish, Lita, Ivory, and Jackie. It's not really a significant amount to build an entire roster around. Nice. I mean, we've got the 2 dedicated female brands anyway, Nathan, so I wouldn't worry about too much. I think we agreed before that we would in on the roster was a bit of a pain, so we would put them elsewhere. Owens not able to lift Lesnar. Lesnar now powerbomb on Owens, deadlifts him back up. Yeah, Jay, those are perfect because those are also people that I've got planned to... There we go. Brock Lesnar gets the pin over Kevin Owens. 1 second, I'll be back with you. Yeah, Jay, those would be perfect, those ones, because those are the ones that... those are the ones that I've got planned to go across Shimmer and Stardom as well. So that works doubly well. I mean, once we've got all the cores downloaded, we can look to add extra people. Orton's going to win this, isn't he? He is indeed. Randy Orton gets the victory. And Randy Orton's going to go on and fight for the championship. There we go. The rankings are updated as of the end of this first show. We now know all of our championship matches for the first pay-per-view as well. Randy Orton ruined everything, but there we go. Oh. Open the wrong page. Do you want me to open the door again? Come here. Come on, tell me what you want. Want me to open the door again? Oh, that's alright, Opega Project. I know what I can do. I can actually... I looked earlier. I can go into you and I can change your nicknames on there. So if I can get used to who's who, I might do that on there, actually. No, that'll be fine, Nathan. I think because it's across 3 shows, it won't be that big anyway. If anything, your ECW might be a little bit limited, but it always was, wasn't it? But the thing is with ECW is you don't realise some of the people that are in there. You really don't. One request I have, Nathan, if you don't mind indulging me, one request that I do have is can we add Owen Hart into the roster? Because we had this discussion last week about the amount of fantastic matches that Owen Hart could have had in his career. And I think it is a great opportunity to hit some of those because you'll have Jericho on there, you've got Benoit, Eddie Guerrero. You'll have some fantastic opportunities for some Owen Hart dream matches. So if you won't mind, I would love to add Owen Hart into your roster. Oh, he's on the roster. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. Nathan, have you got Brett on WCW then? Because that could be interesting. If you do like an invasion style show, like a WWE versus WCW, Brett versus Owen, WWE versus WCW could be interesting as well. Right, so we don't need to deal with Raw's pay-per-view because that's more or less done. I'll write the final couple of matches in after this. Next up then, we are going to New Japan. Is New Generation still around or is he left for the evening? It was New Generation, wasn't it? Boom. No Val Venus. Oh yeah, Val Venus has had some tirades, hasn't he, recently? Is that because he almost became one, Nathan, when Taka Michinoku threatened to cut it off? So Brett's on WCW, Owens on WWF. That could be very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Right, so next up we've got New Japan. Is New Generation not around anymore? What? Okay, give me a second. I'm going to come and open the door for you. Right, if people want to go down to the link below and have a look at the New Japan roster now, since New Generation's not around at the moment. Like we said before, we do all these as a... We do them all as a democracy, so let me know if everyone's happy with the card or if they want to make any changes. I'm just going to go and get a quick drink and open the door so the cat can go outside. So stop shouting at me all the time. Come on then. It's raining. You're going to fucking hate it. I don't know what you want to go outside for. Move that away for you. come in, you're going to moan that you're wet. Hello, Cleo. Yeah, you fucking run away. I'm back. Oh. I've opened the door now and she's looked outside and gone, oh yeah, it's still raining, isn't it? It's a glass door. You could have seen that without me opening the door. Yeah, that should be fine, Jay. Those are the ones I was looking to get in anyway. I mean, there's probably space for others. I think I've also put I've put all of Imperium on the list, and I've also put the Grizzled Young Vets on the list as well. So there'll be space for a few others. I mean, like I said, on average it's going to be roughly 20, but it depends on some of the other stuff. And because a lot of the WWF guys are on the game, and a lot of my NWA roster is on the game as well, so there might be extras. Yeah, so Jay, there might be a few others. It's a possibility, Nathan, isn't it? Yeah. So I've just put an incense stick on. I've just put it on right next to my face for some reason. No, I can't see anything. There we go. Right. So has anyone had a chance to have a look at the New Japan roster down below? I don't think New Generation's around anymore. So, we'll take up a consensus of what they think of the card and if anything wants to change. Yeah, I think I've got the majority of those as well, Jay. I just need to see whether I can... So I'll probably be able to get all of those as well. I just want to make sure that we've got enough space for all the other brands as well. Because I think yours might end up being one of the bigger ones because there's a lot of people in the game. Are we going with the New Japan card we've got booked then? So the New Japan card is currently Okada versus Cobb in a #1 contendership for the championship. The main championship, that is. Evil and Sonata versus Gorillas of Destiny in a #1 contendership for the tag team championships. Pac versus Kushida in the openweight championship match. Kenta versus Ospreay in a #1 contendership for the New Japan championship. And then a main event of AJ Styles versus Ricochet for the United States. Jealousy. So the game's thrown some interesting ones out there as well, hasn't it? Well, look at that. That's an interesting one. AJ versus Nakamura in the main event as well. Are we all happy to go for this card? Yeah, Nathan, we're trying to stick each show to 5 matches. But like I said, you've got 3 shows, so yours shouldn't be an issue. Because you'll have your guys spread out a bit more. Alright, cheers for that Omega project. I've just seen you drop those bits into the Discord. Yeah, it'd be 5 matches per show, Nathan's the plan. The only reason that Raw had 7 is because when I set the universe mode up, I did it wrong. And you can't change it to the next show. So the first show had 7, then moving on from there, it'd be 5. The pay-per-views will be 7. I don't know how you want to work it, Nathan. Do you want to have a pay-per-view for each brand, or do you want to share pay-per-views? It's up to you, mate. I'm happy to do either. Yes, Jay, NXT is 5 matches and the pay-per-views are going to be 7. That way we can work through the shows a bit quicker then. Problem is, Jay, I've just realised this when you typed this in earlier. We don't have Shibata, Goto, or Shingo at this point in time. Yeah, no problem, Nathan. We can do that. Do you want them on the same weekend, or do you want to mix and match them across different weekends? I don't know if you want to put them up against each other or have one each weekend, sort of thing. Well, did you want to make maybe... Jay, I don't have Shibata, Goto, or Shingo at the moment. I'm going to have to try and see if I can go out and download them elsewhere. I mean, we could change the Pac versus Kushida match if you wanted to. Keep the match as it is, just change it for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. If you want to do that. I mean, with New Japan, we're going to have 5 weeks worth of shows before we hit our first pay-per-view. So maybe instead of locking in number 1 contenders, we can just do... Maybe just keep the matches as they are, but just not make them for number 1 contenderships. Just have a few matches going forward and see how the rankings develop over the next few weeks before we decide who's going to go for the belts. Pac versus Kushida will change then to the Junior Heavyweight Championship. That's fine. Yeah, so at the moment we've got Okada versus Cobb, and we've got Kenta versus Ospreay. Do we want to just leave those as just normal matches and just take away the number 1 contendership aspect, and just do some more matches over the next few weeks and build the rankings up and see where people sit, and then we can decide the championship match a bit later on? I mean, that way we'll still crown our Junior Heavyweight United States champions tonight. So we'll just make these rankings matches instead, maybe. So we'll keep the same card. We'll just make them rankings matches rather than dedicated number 1 contenderships, because we've got no idea what's going to happen. We've got 5 weeks until our first pay-per-view, so anybody could sort of step up. Yeah, we could do that, Nathan. We could do tournaments. Whether you want to have them inside the universe or as a separate show. Right, so the main event then is AJ versus Ricochet for the United States Championship. If you give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to have to pop off for a second and make a quick phone call because my work phone has rung twice in the last few minutes, so I'm just going to have to do that. So give me 1 second, guys, and I'll be back with you. Let me just put this down before I forget as the United States Championship. There we go. Each win and losses count. Okay, that's cool. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to make this quick phone call and I'll be back. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, at the moment, yeah. Yeah. I've had a quick look. I need to probably use a bit more of a delve into it and make sure I know which one I want to get. There's loads of options though. Yeah, it's open, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I went to the one the other day, didn't I? Because they got the stuff for work, so all the eyebrows are open now. Maybe yours is not because yours is in the town centre, maybe. But this one's in the middle of the industrial estate, and well, not industrial, it's a few on there, yeah. I just have to try and isolate the one that I want, I suppose. Electrica, yeah. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It'd be handy, I think. I mean, I might just have to. The only issue it's going to be, but it's not a problem. I can move this around. But is that obviously the PlayStation is what I use to run Netflix and DVDs for the telly. It just means when I'm recording, I just plug it into the monitor, and when I'm oh, Cat's just shouting at me again. She thinks I can make it stop raining, but I can't. I can't stop it raining. I can't turn it off like the shower. No, I opened it ajar a little bit because she keeps shouting at me, but obviously she won't go outside because it's raining. I'm a bit warm tonight, actually. Yeah, I'm going to take my dressing gown off. Yeah, 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 that's it, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I take it 2 minutes. Yeah, yeah, it's all done, yeah. Yeah, okay then. Yeah, yeah, that's it, yeah. I might need to get one. Well, I have, yeah, because it will just be the one that's plugged into the back of the telly. I'll just plug them in the back of the monitor. I mean, I could do get an extra one anyway, but I've got everything I need for now. Like I said, I just have to switch the cable around depending on whether. So it means if you're watching Sky, I can plug it into the monitor on the desk, or if you want to watch Netflix or a DVD, I'll plug it back into the telly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a chase in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him a chase in the morning. Yeah. Yeah, okay then. See you, bye. Guess who's back? Back again. Ugh. I'm back, by the way. Ugh. You might have guessed that by the poor song, but here we go. Right, so Kenta versus Will Ospreay in a rankings match. This could be a really interesting match, this one, actually. What is it? This is Chaos versus Bullet Club. And there is a new Will Ospreay out, but I don't know if I can be bothered to mess around too much with downloads. It's not Kenta's, it's Hideo. Hideo. NXT tournaments. Breakout tournaments, not a bad shout, Jay. I think we'll do that a bit more in the... How did you get up there? I think we'll do that a bit more in the future as well. I mean, once we get a bit more established in this, we can sort of set out some tournaments and stuff. I'm happy to do, like New Generation was suggesting, I'm happy to do like a G1 Climax for New Japan, or as we've said before about doing a Battle Los Angeles to start off our PWG as well. There's lots of different options that I'm quite happy to do with you guys. Pack. What now? You stop shouting at me. I can't make it stop raining. You'll have to deal with it, I'm afraid. Pac versus Kushida. Evil and Sonata versus the Gorillas of Destiny. Yeah, if you want to do the Cruiserweight Classic and the Mae Young Classic, I'm happy to do that as well. Dusty Rhodes Classic. I'm a big fan of tournaments as well, Nathan. Big fan. There's quite a few I'd like to do. There's the DDT tournament in PWG, which is a tag team tournament as well. So we can do lots of different stuff. I think somebody suggested the other day about doing a Crockett Cup with NWA as well. So that's another possibility. So we're going to go for Evil and Sanada. Sanada. Where are you? There you are. Versus Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. And Tangaloa. Yeah, Top Prospect's a good shout as well. I mean, what we could do... Oh, World X Cup is a good idea. I mean, we'll have to be a little bit careful about what we use in certain shows as well. Yeah. King of the Ring, yeah, definitely Queen of the Ring as well. There's lots of things we could do. I mean, even if it's not real, if you guys want to knock out a tournament somewhere, Combat Zone Wrestling's got Best of the Best and King of the Death match as well we could do. Start things off with Jeff Cobb versus Okada. That should be interesting. I don't want to try and keep the peace half the time, to be honest. Like I say, it's going to be a democracy all the way, so if lots of people want to see one thing, then that's what we'll go for. But I've still got to make sure that it all makes sense as well. What is the Cinderella tournament, Jay? I don't quite know what that one is, to be honest. I must admit, when I was looking at the Stardom tournament, Stardom Championships earlier, there was a bloody lot on there. I got well lost. There's like 7 belts on that show. I was really confused. Right, so there we go. So we're going to have Jeff Cobb versus Okada. We're going to have Evelyn Sonada versus Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. Pac versus Kushida. Will Ospreay versus Hideo Itami. And AJ Styles versus Ricochet. I have forgotten, though, to put the championship on this match. Let's change those participants. So Pac and Kushida. And that will be for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. There it is. Boom. Sort of, Nathan. I'll never say no. If it's possible in game, we'll give it as much possible. We'll give it as much try as we possibly can. But if it's majority of people don't think it's a good idea, then we probably won't go ahead. If the majority of people are with you, then we'll obviously do it. Where are we? Okay, we're ready to go then in this episode of New Japan, our first episode. Yeah, that's the idea, Nathan. The whole idea is that although you'll be the head booker, the idea is that it'll be your job to sort of listen to everyone's ideas and take them on board and then make the decision about what is the best idea to go ahead with. Because it's impossible. I mean, nobody can have the best ideas all the time. Somebody else is going to throw something in there that you never thought of, and that's always the fun thing with it, I suppose. And I would hope it's the same for everyone else. I mean, I'd hope that you'll take everyone else's ideas on board, and I think vice versa. If you've got ideas for other brands, they'll take them on board as well. They're color-coded, okay. Is that color... Oh, no, it's not, is it? I was going to say, is that color-coded based on, like belt in, like, martial arts or something, but I don't think it is. Yeah, that's why I put the Discord in there, mate, just to make it a bit easier. Because I must admit that you guys have got so many good ideas, and I don't really want to give access out to the sheets just in case. I want to try and keep them all as standard as I possibly can. So I put the Discord in just so you guys can all share your ideas. And like I said, I'm at the moment. If you look at the top link in the description, which takes you to the rough sort of schedule, which I'm gonna tie it up a little bit and look very nice. I've also just randomly put in there at the moment the people who are leading the certain brands. We still have quite a few spaces left. I mean, if nobody takes a brand, I'll just write cards from anyway. The winner gets a wish fulfilled. Okay. I'm not quite sure what to read into that. I'm assuming it's not like going to Disneyland or something like that, is it really? Oh. What is this? Oh. Okay, that was almost a very big error there. Oh, God, that stinks. I was going for a drawer a second ago, like one of those sort of random drawers, just throw a lot of crap in. And I just grabbed the jar where it looked like face cream because my face is a bit dry. And I just opened it and sniffed it and I was like, that stinks, that does. I read it. And it's leather polish. It's just as well I didn't spread it on my face, isn't it? Like an old man. Okay. I tell you what we could do as well. I was thinking maybe we could do like a what's the phrase? Like a feast or fired sort of thing. Where maybe we could have like I don't know the best way of doing it maybe. Maybe we could have like an elimination match. Like an 8-person elimination match, and every elimination is worth something, but they don't know what that's going to be beforehand. So it might be like elimination 1 might be worth a shot at a championship, and elimination 2 might be worth +5 ranking points. Elimination 3 might be worth -5 ranking points. Elimination 4 might be worth a chance at the mid-card championship. So we could do something like that. Would be interesting as well. We'd have to just we'll make decisions about what the 8 rewards will be. Then we'll just use a random number generator to decide who gets what. That's cool, Nathan. Like I say, we should be able to get there's a few of the people you've asked for that we'll have to really check, but everyone on the game obviously we can use. The big ones we'll definitely get, obviously. And Nathan, one question I was going to ask as well is, do you want to do just NWO, or do you want to have NWO and Wolfpack? That might be tricky, Jay, because it means we'll have to download a whole set of new cores, unless we allow. So what I have done, Jay, with the Shimmer and Stardom rosters is I have I've sort of made them where nobody crosses over. So maybe there is a potential to do some crossover work there. So everyone on Stardom is not on Shimmer and vice versa. So it means we do have the opportunity to do some sort of crossovers if we want to. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. The Nathan, the what was it called? The Bound for Glory series, whatever it's called. Well, no, it was the Bound for Glory was the new one, wasn't it? Okay, so we'll just go NWO for now. Then if you want to move anybody, if you want to split the faction into 2, we can do that. And I can just, I mean, it's pretty simple for me just to go into the cores and change the NWO logo to red, really, isn't it, I suppose? If you want to split them off. Yeah, it's a good idea. We don't want to go too mad. We want to let us have the opportunities to build the storylines ourselves. Nice Cobb there with a gorilla press and into a standing moonsault as well. The big friendly giant series. Hello back, I'm Shabby. Yep, I really made that joke. I do apologise. Cobb send him into the corner. Nice running uppercut. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem, Nathan, if you did want to move anyone to Wolfpack. All I've got to do is, like I say, go into their core and just change the colour on their shirt from white to red on the NWO symbol, and it should. Oh, I don't know if that would. It might be possible. I don't know actually. It'd be possible. I could do it. Oh, that's my alarm going off. Means I need to take my tablet. But I don't know where my tablet is. Bum bum bum. Oh well. We've got B Priestley. Rio and Haters on my list as well. It's just all down, Jay. It's just all down to if someone's made them. That's the only problem. If people haven't made them, then we're pretty caught with that. It's all down to you need someone who's got that sort of niche and who's good at making calls. Cobb here just launching Okada to the outside. Cobb stiff forearm and another one to the back and a couple right in the chest. They're sending Cobb over there, and all of a sudden Okada trying to play Cobb at his own. This could go down to a count-out, you know. We've not had a draw so far in this universe. Cobb flattens Okada. Back into the ring is Cobb. Cobb did this in the previous universe, didn't he? He got that sneaky win against Cesaro. He's trying it again now with Okada. But Okada does make his way back in. Okada now looking for the tombstone pile driver. Into the pin. It's a big man to get the tombstone on. And that's the win by Okada. Wow. Wow, we were the win for Okada against Jeff Cobb. That's good. Okada always does badly in these universes. So the fact that he started off strong here, I do like. So Jeff Cobb gets the -1. Okada gets the +1. And there we go. The rankings start off. It's a good sized roster, this one. We've got a lot of stuff up for grabs on this one. Yeah, I like that Omega Project. That card for NWA looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's fine, Jay. They're both on there as well. The only one I've not got on my list from that one is Tag Stu and Chris Wolfak. I've not looked at that. I'll have to have a look. Right, good win there for Okada then. Puts him higher up in the rankings, and if he continues on with good wins like this, then... yes, Nathan, I'm doing it. Every show has got its own separate sheet. Underneath, as in the link, underneath in the description, you'll see a link for New Japan. There's a link for all the brands that I've done so far. If you click on that, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I've got it open at the moment. It's like an online Google Sheets. So it's like a spreadsheet program, but it's online, and I can give you guys access to view it, but not amend it. So if you check that out, and obviously the Raw one's done, and the Impact one is done based on the matches we've seen already. And in there, you've got the current champions, you've got the shows that we've had in the past, you've got the men's rankings and the tag team rankings as well. So you'll be able to keep track of everything then. We'll do the same with your shows as well, Nathan. Don't worry, we'll have separate rankings for all three, so you can keep track of who's doing what and who's doing well. Yeah, Omega, you had some problems, didn't you, when things don't quite go to plan. I mean, it's fine to have sort of like an end goal, but when you're doing like #1 contenderships and that, it's just, yeah. It's good to have like a plan, but you can't ever stick to it because this game just throws some right weird stuff at you. Right, so we've got the Gorillas of Destiny versus LIJ for this one. Let's go. I'm just going to grab my tablet. Be back in a second. Right, they were right next to me the whole time. How did I... I've gone to look for my tablets and I literally just sat them right next to me. How do you mean, Nathan? Is that different to what I've got? Sorry. Wins and losses, like a score 0-0. That's what I've got, mate, at the moment, and I've got like a well, I've got that, and then I've got like an overall that shows you the difference between the two. The only reason I've got plus and minus is because we were doing like extra points for eliminations and stuff like that, so I didn't put it down as a win. So yeah, you've got win, loss, draw, and then you've got an overall, which is just an addition, really. Good evening, runaway Yotai, YT, YouTube and Cena. So this should be pretty interesting. A good match in this tag team division. There are a lot of strong tag teams in this tag team division, though. Yeah, Nathan, have you had a look at one of my other ones? Is that not what you want, or...? Because, yeah, you've got wins, you've got losses, you've got draws, then you've got the overall difference between them, then you've got how many times you've been champion and stuff like that, so we can keep track. More for me when I'm commentating, to be honest. I can say the former two-time world champion and stuff like that. But right, at the moment, it's looking pretty good for Gorillas. Well, it was until they just completely turned around there by Evil and Sonata. Evil now with Tangaloa up on the Tamatonga, sorry, up on the shoulder, slamming him down hard. Yeah, that's more or less what I've got, Jay, for the Shimmer one. Yeah, I know what you mean, Nathan, yeah. Yeah, because we've got, well, this should be alright then, because we've got all the previous shows, so you can see what you've done on the previous shows, because I write them in as we go along, and keep track of all the cutscenes and that as we go along. And then you've got the rankings and the tag team rankings as well, so you can sort of see the points everyone's on. Dropping Tamatong and Tangaloa Town as well. So what we'll do, like I said, we started this last stream, but what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try to start to book the show after the one we're on straight away, so it's fresh in our minds. So basically what I'm saying is at the end of this episode, at the end of this show, we will book our next show of New Japan straight away. Just so it's on the spreadsheet ready to go for the next time round. While everything's fresh in our head, we know what's going on. Oh, what a dive to the outside by Tama Tonga. Completely missed, though. That's kind of low, isn't it? And there's that reverse dragon sleep in the middle of the ring by Sonata, but too close to the ropes. That's it, Sonata and Evil get the win. I thought Tamatonga and Tangaloa had a better chance of winning that, to be honest. But there we go. Some updating the rankings as we go along, as always. So check them out if you wish to do so. Gorillas of Destiny. In Bullet Club? Yes, they are in Bullet Club. Okay. And that was a loss then for LIJ. Okay, there we go. So it'll be a little bit different on this brand because we are dealing it more as a stable rather than just a tag team. So a victory for Evil and Sonata. Right, it's time to crown our first champion. Yeah, I think that's the best way, Nathan, because we've got so many brands as well. I think it's best to strike while the iron's hot, while we remember what's happened in this one. Then we can get everything planned in. It also means that I can start to make the cards before the streams as well, so you haven't got to watch me fill them all in, which I think is probably taking a lot of our time out of these streams at the moment. So yeah, once we get a bit further in, we can really smooth the entire process out. There we go. So good victory then for Evil and Sanada. That puts them, well, top of the tag team rankings because the only tag team to wrestle so far. You be careful you don't press that off button. I'm watching you. Right, so we're going to crown our first champion here tonight then. Kushida versus Pac. Right, how are we doing with this old stream now? 93 views, 12 concurrent viewers. That's not bad. Like I say, probably what I'll do as well is I'll cut these down and upload the individual shows. That'll be the big test for that one, Nathan. Is what I'll do is I'll upload Raw, Nitro, and ECW at the same time when I upload the individual shows. That way we can see who gets the rankings, who gets the ratings war. Of course, we'll do them on stream, and then I'll cut them down, put them separately. Yeah, throw it in Discord, Jay. It's difficult to keep track of all the stuff on the chat. At least if it's in Discord, I can go back and check it out whenever I get a chance to. In the chat, it's a bit mad. Yeah, that's what I did, to be honest, Nathan. I booked the stuff I want to see, and then give it a couple of weeks or so, and then all of a sudden the rankings start to form a clear picture of what we're looking at. Pac with a couple of strong strikes right in the face of Kushida. Taking him down. I would like at some point to do Pac versus Ospreay versus Kushida. Pac versus Ospreay versus Ricochet. As well would be an amazing one. Pac just looking to stamp down Kushida, fighting back. Yeah, if you can do, Jay, that way I can keep track of it a bit better. If you throw it in the NXT tab, I think you've already done it, haven't you? I saw you were typing it in earlier. You've already sent it through, haven't you? But then when I get a chance to finish off the sheets and that, I can put it in there ready to go for the next show. That's it, really. Yeah, the feuds are a bit iffy on this game. I mean, if you wanted to use an in-game rivalry, it's still, if they got to the point, which I'm hoping they're going to in 2K22, where you can mix sort of GM mode, universe mode, and create a story all together, I think that'd be really, really cool. Because then you could do proper feuds, and you could put your own cutscenes in and stuff like that as well. At the moment, we're just sort of hoping the game's going to sort of go our way, I suppose, aren't we? Good morning, Justin. It's 9:15 in the evening, my man. I forgot you're from the future, aren't you? Justin from the future has arrived. Did you get my reply to your comment earlier, Justin, as well? Yes, Jay, there'll all be 5. Every brand's going to be 5 matches per card, and then 7 for a pay-per-view. That way we can work through them a bit quicker. Yeah, that's it, Nathan. It's all about trying to you just put a few people together, then eventually you put the winners versus the winners, the losers versus the losers, and let people get their movements around, I suppose. One thing I've done before, Nathan, as well, is a rumble, and the rumbles we've done in the past, we've done a ranking point per elimination, so that can really move people up or even down pretty quickly, actually. Or even battle royals or elimination matches, stuff like that. Yeah, that's it. That's why I think the rankings are such a good thing, Nathan, because it does make it a lot easier to start to book stuff, really. because the rankings sort of show you what you should be looking towards. That's why this is quite good here with New Japan, because we've got 5 weeks till our first pay-per-view. It means we've got 5 weeks to sort of play around with the rankings before we have to dedicate ourselves to the main championships. I mean, we're crowning United States and Junior Heavyweight tonight, but everything else we can sort of play around and see how the rankings look. Kushida now stalking Pac. And he's going for the big boot right to the side of the hair. I can try that, Justin. Yeah, it shouldn't be. Sure, we can find some of them sort of lines. King of the Ring Championship for the winner. That's not a problem, mate. Yeah. Yeah, so I think what we'd could be defending at the King of the Ring pay-per-view. Yeah, it's fine, mate. Yeah, not a problem at all. So yeah, what I'm looking to do is we might have an extra save file going now as well. So means there might be some more core slots. So yeah, if you did want to utilize anyone else, because I know you were using quite a lot of people that I had in the original roster. But I'm free to download extras. I'm not a problem with that at all if you wanted to use some more people a little bit out there. I was trying to think about what sort of people you could use. I mean, I didn't realise till I was messing around on the internet earlier that William Regal was like wrestling in the late 70s. He was really going for a long time. So Regal's a shout at some point. Lord Steven Regal with Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Jawbreaker there with Pac. And again, Justin, the same applies the way around there. If there's any cores that we had originally that you don't think are any use, then you can get rid of them. I mean, I've deleted the save file anyway, so we're starting from scratch with the downloads. So if there's anybody on there that you don't see any use for, then take them off. And then if there's anyone you would like to add, let me know, and we'll see if there's space on the save file for it. I just got to remember how to create another save file now. I think I know how to do it. There's the rings are sat and locked in middle of the ring on Kushida. This could be it. This could be our first Junior Heavyweight Champion, our first New Japan Champion crowned. Maybe not. Kushida stands strong. Well, lays strong, shall I say. Who wrote the, that was New Generation. There were two people. It was you, Omega Project, wasn't it, as well? Omega Project and New Generation. You two wrote a rough CZW card, didn't you? Is that right? Yeah, same with me, Nathan, to be honest. I've been doing stuff like this for years. I remember when I was younger, I don't think you can do this anymore, but when I was younger, I had a TV video, like a joint combination TV video, and I got some blank videos, and I was actually recording my shows onto VHSs and watching them back. That's how sad I was. Fat Badger, if it wasn't for you guys, I think I'd struggle. If I was sitting here recording by myself, I think I would really, really struggle. But the fact that you guys are here to chat with, it's absolutely fine for me. Yeah, Nathan, that sounds pretty much the same, I think. I thought two people went away and wrote like a random CZW card. I'm just trying to think of if this, saying that what we got left? We've got 2 matches left, and I might, yeah. Maybe I might have to make this the last show. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I mean, Sunday will be the bigger one, I think. I'll probably do what I did the other day. You used to do it as well, Nathan. It's not just me then. I'll probably do what I did last Sunday then. I'll probably do some FIFA in the morning, continue on the Plymouth career mode that we had some donations with. And then in the afternoon, about sort of, well, same sort of time we started today, we'll start that on Sunday. I can go a bit longer on Sunday. So my parents will be visiting every other weekend. So one weekend I'll stream tons, the next weekend I won't stream as much. Since they're legally allowed to now as well. Because I live on my own, my parents are now allowed to visit me. That's a weird one, isn't it? I don't live on my own, I live with two very loud, shouty cats all the time. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Been a pretty good match so far, you know. Very interesting match. I think I might, once I get a bit more up to date on what the streaming, how the streaming works and that sort of stuff as well. I'll tell you what, Justin, before I forget, are you still there, Justin? Oh, I can do it, it's not a problem, I'll do it while I'm here. Unless you're already in there, are you? WWF. Hi. He's miles ahead of me, old Justin. Miles ahead of me. That'll be an interesting thing to do as well. At some point, if anyone wants to take it, it might be a good one for you actually. It's right, Justin. I was just saying I'm going to go onto the spreadsheet and put the King of the Ring Championship on the main page. We know it's a championship, so I remember to download it. Yeah, Nathan, it might be a good one for you actually, or anyone could do it really. But remember the old? Oh, Justin, you do make me giggle. Remember the old Raw Roulette? Maybe that's what we could do on here. We could have, could use like a random generator online to decide the matches or anything like that. Even we could use it to decide the challenges for certain matches. Maybe we could do an open challenge for a championship and we could use a random number generator to decide which person in the rankings actually gets that opportunity. I think I did it once, Nathan, when I was younger. I, like you, well, it was a bit different for me because it wasn't too bad because my dad worked in a factory as a manager, so he used to get a lot of paper and bring it home anyway, so we had a printer. And I used to do, that's what got me thinking of it, Justin. That's literally what I just spotted that, and that's what got me thinking about the idea. So basically I've stole your idea, but, you know, I'll give it to everyone else. So Pac is the champion. Pac wins the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I need to freeze these. Can I do freeze on this? Trim white space. I wonder if I can do it actually. I know I can do it on... Is it on view maybe? Yeah, freeze. Freeze first row. Does that work? No, I want to freeze the second row. Data, a view, freeze, 2 rows. There we go, that's perfect. Yeah, new generation. We're still knocking about, my man. We're on New Japan now. What was I doing? Yeah, that's that. And then, who was in that match? Well, Kushida. So Kushida takes the loss. And there we go. So that's updated. Pac is the champion. Boom, there we go. Yeah, that's literally, yeah, Justin, I literally just, yeah, I literally saw that and just stole the idea. It's essentially what it was. I do like that though, actually, the ranking roulette. It's quite cool. Yeah, I've seen that, Nathan. I have seen that, but I'm just worried because all of his cores have got so many logos on. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to replace this one or not. I'm going to give it a try off camera, but his cores are absolutely amazing, aren't they? Yeah, sorry, I was saying, Nathan, wasn't I? Yeah, when I was younger, my dad worked in a factory as a manager. He brought home, well, he had a printer on our computer, and he brought home loads of like packs of paper and that as well. And remember the old way of doing the created wrestlers, where you had to, literally, people had to write down what to do, and you had to do it yourself? I literally printed off hundreds and hundreds of these cores and put them all in a folder, and I went through and did them all myself. And with PJ Toby sometimes as well, we just sat there and I would read it out and he would type it in and back and forth. It was, God, the days when you had to create your own cores, you spent hours and hours and hours doing it all. Yeah, that's cool. I like yours, Justin. You've got a lot of good ideas on that. I do like the rankings roulette. I think that's a cool idea. So we can do the like the Raw roulette sort of thing as well, where we just use a random number generator and just throw random people into matches, or random match stipulations or anything like that. I was saying earlier about some sort of feast or fired as well, Justin. I don't know if you heard. You wouldn't have done. You weren't here, were you? But it's difficult to do on this game because obviously you can't have multiple briefcase or anything. But maybe we could do like I don't know, like an 8 or a 6-man elimination match, and maybe we could have every elimination could be worth something, either it be bad or good. So maybe you could have, for example, a shot at the World Championship, a shot at the mid-card, a shot at the Tag Team Championship, like +5 ranking points, -5 ranking points, or stuff like that. So that could be interesting. Nathan, I've only even made one call. Well, I made one call this year. I made a 10, which I used in my AEW Universe mode, just because it's so easy to make. Yeah, so I was thinking that, Justin, maybe do it by order of elimination, but it'd be randomised. So not necessarily, the last elimination is not necessarily the best thing. So we could come up with like 8 sort of, I'm going to say rewards, but it's not the best way of doing it, is it? 8 sort of rewards or punishments, and then we could use a random number generator to say which one attributes to which elimination. Cheers for that, JL. I'll check that out when I get a chance. I think that's a bit the problem at the moment, Nathan. I think a lot of people have been deleting their accounts, and because they've been deleting their accounts, a lot of the calls are going as well. And it means that, yeah, it means we can't get as many good calls. Because I know there's certain calls I used to have before. There used to be an absolutely incredible PCO out here, but it doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, I like Benoit as well, Nathan, I must admit. I never used to. When I was younger, I couldn't stand him. I thought he was so boring. But as I've got older and I sort of understand wrestling from a different perspective, I realise just how good he was at storytelling and that sort of stuff. And yeah, I do appreciate him a lot more now. And I've always said, and I'll continue saying it, that what happened between him and his family was terrible. But at the same time, I think just to ignore everything else in his life is not the right thing to do. He wasn't in sound body or mind when he did any of those things, and it was awful, but at the same time, I don't think it should take away from how good he was in the ring. I'm happy to download him, as well as Benoit and them sort of ones as well. I prefer El Generico's moveset to be honest, Fat Badger. I mean, was it, he used to do the brainbuster onto the top turnbuckle pad, was brutal. It really, really was. Yeah, I saw that, Nathan. I must admit, I laughed a bit when I saw Diffract was doing that, but at the same time, I don't really mind because so far, people have selected the people I wanted. Because he did, what was he did? He did like Cody and Lance Archer and that sort of stuff, and then when he started his Patreon, they voted, and I was sat there thinking, I hope he does like Jurassic Express, because there isn't a good Jurassic Express. And that was the first thing people voted for. And then Brian Cage, now Will Ospreay. I mean, they're creating all the stuff I want anyway, so I'm not really going to get involved in that. Yeah, that's fine, Jay. I don't know. Maybe it might be worth waiting on those ones, Jay, until I can see what cards I'll see what created wrestlers I can get hold of. Because you might pick some people I haven't got, so maybe it might be worth waiting on those two for now until we can confirm we've got them. Is it more than just Diffract, is it? I know they've contacted Diffract about helping with the creation suite for the new game, I believe. I saw on Twitter. A couple of people from 2K have got in contact with them and asked them about helping them design the creation suite and what they want and what they don't want in there. So at least they know that it's a big part of the game. As Hideo gets the victory here. It's a big win for Hideo. It's going to really help in the rankings. I'm going to change him in this down to Hideo because it's going to confuse me if he's down as Kenta in one and not in the other. Hideo Itami and Will Ospreay. There we go. Okay. Boom. I mean, Patreon, I do have a Patreon account. I've never really used it, to be honest. I set it up ages ago, but I don't know. I feel a bit bad charging people for stuff. I mean, I know it's the whole point. I mean, I know if I can get to a certain sort of earnings on this, it means that I could make this into a full-time thing, but the level you've got to get to that is pretty significant. I mean, I'm doing okay on this now, I must admit. I'm doing better than I thought I would do. To the point where I'm getting some money every month, which is nice from YouTube, but it doesn't really cover at this point in time the equipment costs that I'm paying to actually do it, so which is not a problem. Like I say, I do this for it's stuff that I would be doing anyway. It's not if I was not streaming this, I'd be sat here making these shows and watching them myself anyway. So yeah, like I say, it's not a problem, but it would be nice to get to that sort of point, and I suppose people have got to sell their skills, haven't they? I suppose that's the way the world works. Rain Always. I've not heard of them, to be honest. Old Legends. Wow. Right, main event then. United States Championship. AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Ricochet. And AJ Styles. Yeah, I've not heard of Rain Always, to be honest. The ones is like what was it, Defract and Nick Breaker and Crow and people like that I've been downloading because they do a lot of the independent guys and the big Japanese names and that's as well. So that's where I've all been. That's a long time ago, that is. I mean, I do have. I've got Smackdown vs Raw 2007, I think, which is one in the GM mode. I brought it in not long ago, but I'm waiting for PJ Toby to come up for the weekend, and we're going to do we're going to hopefully do a stream where he takes over one brand and I take over the other. I think that'd be pretty fun. He's not overly keen on streaming though, PJ Toby. He's a little bit worried he might say something offensive, which he probably will. Yeah, I've seen he's doing a lot of stuff in Flyer Pro as well. Oh yeah, and Rydee as well, yeah. Yeah, I think the problem is, Justin, I think they can only upload so many. I think the maximum things you can upload is like, I don't know what it is actually. I know you start off with just being able to upload 4, and then when you hit so many downloads, it lets you have another 4 and stuff like that. I think that's their way of trying to limit how much stuff is on the actual Bitty Bob. So I think people end up creating separate accounts just to be able to upload more stuff. Because you have as well, the guy that's doing the WCW project at the moment, I've seen that he is doing like, what is it he's doing? He's uploading his cores in like packs, because he's done the whole lot. He's done like 100 cores, but he can't upload them all at the same time. So every 2 weeks he switches which ones he's got uploaded, so people can download the next set. Yeah, I've heard of NWO as well. He's pretty good. Dre I've heard of as well. I think Dre might do both, actually. I'm not sure. You might be right. I might have just seen Dre's name on like Smackdown Hotel or something. But there are some fantastic core makers out there. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do half the stuff I do here, to be honest. Because I think we get bored with the main roster after a while. I mean, there's 252 people in the main roster of this game, and we've got 4 save files of 100 cores, and so we could get like upwards of 650 cores. Crazy, really. Yeah, some people do specialise just on the tyres, and some people specialise on like movesets and that as well, don't they? Yeah. Well, that's the reason why I started doing this again, because I didn't do a lot of wrestling content at all this year. I got 2K20, I brought the special edition, I tried it and got so frustrated with it, I just stopped doing wrestling content altogether. And it was only like when just before the lockdown happened, I saw this sort of 2K19 resurgence with a lot of the big core names like Defract and so forth, and then I decided to reinstall the game and then Well, the rest is history, I suppose. We've started doing this again now. I think there's just too many bugs on 2K20. I mean, I've still got it now where I've been on there recently and I've downloaded some cores. And then you put them in a match and it all looks fine. And when you go in the match, all of a sudden, everything's missing. All the logos are missing, the face scans are missing, and you just got a generic core of a completely white attire. It's a common problem. They're not going to fix it either. I think that's why Fat Badger. I think the problem is that there's just too many bugs in 2K20 that it just becomes very difficult for them to use. I mean, they're going to be forced into it eventually. Although I don't know when this virtual basement game's go. Have you ever seen this virtual basement game? It looks incredible. The graphics are so much better than 2K, and it's a fan-made game. Absolutely crazy. When's it coming out? Virtual Basement. Oh, it's the same people that make Ark, is it? Oh, okay. I didn't realise that. So they make Ark as well. And now they're making Virtual... it's not called Virtual Basement, is it not? Unnamed projects. I don't know what they're doing here then, because it says they're advertising it, that they're making it, but the company's called Virtual Basement then, not the game. If you check them out on Twitter, they've got some incredible stuff. The graphics are so good. Yeah, 2K20 is just so bad. Yeah, if you've not heard of that, go over and check it out on Twitter, Virtual Basement. They're making an independent wrestling game at the moment. And the graphics are much better than 2K as AJ gets the win. But like this, I'll retweet it now for those of you who follow me on Twitter. But this Congo Kong they made is absolutely incredible. It looks like lifelike. It's really amazing. So AJ Styles gets the win, becomes the first United States champion in our universe mode. And that means that Ricochet picks up the minus. There we go. Boom and boom. Right. So let's put that in as well. AJ Styles. Right. Oh, what have I done there? Right then, so while this is still fresh in our memory, let's look at a card for the second week. Maybe I would suggest booking some of the people that didn't get a chance tonight, because there's still quite a lot of people on 0 ranking points. Yeah, Justin, it just wasn't good at all, was it? Wasn't good at all. Oh, is that what it is, the Equalizer? The name's unreleased. For some reason, I had in my head it was called Virtual Basement. I've just realised that's the name of the company making it. But the graphics are just so good. They'll release wrestlers as DLC rather than bring them out in a new game. That's a much better idea, Equalizer, as well. That's always annoyed me, to be honest, the DLC in these games. I mean, I don't mind if it's like what Virtual Basement is saying, where they're going to give you updated wrestlers as time goes on. You can download. That's absolutely fine by me. But if it's like WWE, where they're holding people back specifically to make you pay extra for them, I think that's a really dirty tactic. I really do. Right, so let's go next match on this one. Right, so... yeah, has anyone got any ideas of what you want to see on the next episode of New Japan while we're here? Like I said, we've got a few... we've got quite a lot of people who didn't get many options tonight, so maybe we can give some more different people a chance to show what they could do in the rankings. I do like that. The idea of doing an independent wrestling game. The interesting thing is, well, is that they've got like some, well, they did have some Impact names in there, but Impact pulled all their wrestlers from it. But I know they've got EC3 signed up as well now. They've got quite a few. And what else have they got? Who's that? They've got Tainara Conte's on there. Leah Rush is signed up. Eli Drake is signed up. EC3 as well. But the graphics are just insane. I can't understand how good the graphics actually are. Okay, New Generation, that's fine. I'm going to do the Ring of Honor one. Sorry, Ring of Honor. I'm going to just type the New Japan one in first, and I'll move across and do the Ring of Honor one in a minute. New Generation, a couple of bits from the... Well, the New Japan card stayed the same as it was. No Fat Badger, he was released as part of the big releases. So yeah, he was gone. At the moment, well, Impact are sort of hinting that he might be going back there at Slammiversary. But the fact he's signed up for Virtual Basement, whereas Impact have pulled all their stars out of it, I feel like he could be going somewhere else. He did do a couple of promos on Twitter about talking about the revival and stuff like that, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Be interested to see where he goes. He seems to have got a much more darker character now. Michael Elgin for New Japan. We got Michael Elgin in here. I think we must have him in here. I don't think I've got him in here, you know. I should have, because we downloaded him for Impact, so... No, okay. We'll add Michael Elgin into this roster as well. Because he's already on the save file anyway, so there's no reason not to have him in. I don't think I've got him on the Ring of Honor one either, you know. So we'll add him in. Yeah, that was weird, Fat Badger. I'm not quite sure behind that one. But obviously Jake's gone now. Yeah, I'm hoping that's going to be the way Equalizer. It does. It looks like a much better game, and because obviously it's not, like you say, stuck with a certain company, that's me pretty cool. My only worry would be is if they're going to add people as they move forward, does that mean they might remove people? Because if certain people get signed by bigger companies, will they then get removed? I don't know. God, so many people. This Discord, I didn't think this Discord would be as popular as it is, to be honest. Oh, M. Dickey. M. Dickey. I was looking to try and download that the other day. I used to have it, book it on core. I used to love that game. I was wondering if that would work on streams. Zack Sabre Jr., we can do that. Any ideas for who you want to see him face, or a multiple man match or something like that? Who else we got on here then? We could do a tag team match as well. For the Young Bucks in there. Yeah, the M. Dickey stuff, I used to love that. I actually brought the proper... I think I downloaded it as well, but I actually brought the actual disc all the way from America. That was amazing, that was. Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly versus Zack Sabre Jr. I like that one very much. We'll get that in the card. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kyle O'Reilly. There we go. We haven't done Ring of Honor 1 yet, have we, New Generation? I don't know, Nathan, that wasn't anything that you have to do or anything like that. I just thought about doing like a Raw Roulette sort of thing. Or like a Cyber Sunday or something like that. But yeah, that's for anybody's... that's just me putting out some ideas for anybody. That's not anything that you need to do. It was just throwing out some ideas and see if anyone grabs hold of them. Any other suggestions for the next episode of Ring of Honor? I can throw one in myself, maybe. Who are the big names we've not seen wrestle yet then? So we haven't had Nakamura yet. We haven't seen Suzuki, Omega, Ibushi, Jay White. This roster is so bloody strong. Chris Jericho, Tanahashi. There's a lot of big names in here, aren't there? Should we go for like a triple threat maybe in the main event? I'll throw one in and see what you guys think. I'm going to put in Tanahashi versus Naito versus Jericho in a triple threat in the main event. No reason why. Then maybe I'll throw in Ibushi versus Tanahashi. No, Tanahashi's already in. Ibushi versus Nakamura. Fat Badger, there are 18 brands altogether. 18 brands. I know, it's crazy. I do apologise. Are you just copying what I'm typing down, Jay? Or have you just literally come up with the same idea as I did? Ibushi Jay White. Okay. Ibushi versus Jay White. Elimination's a good shout, actually. We'll make it a triple threat elimination just to get those extra points in. Triple threat elimination. Hey, Chloe. I mean, we're not far from ending the stream and people are turning up now. Should we throw in... Should we do a 6-man tag, maybe? I've got an idea for a 6-man tag. I'm going to throw it out there. What about Omega and the Bucks versus Evil, Sanada, and Takahashi? Nakamura versus Finn Balor's a good shout. I think if it's 2 wrestlers with no submissions, I don't think they'd even bother, will they? Going for a submission, I don't think. Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Nakamura versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor. Okay. So we have 1 match on the card remaining. Oh, I always turn no rope breaks off. Yeah, Nathan, we can create you a special like ECW match if you want, where we can take off no disqualification, all that sort of stuff. How old are you, Fat Badger? What I've also done, though, I don't know if people are happy with this or not, but at the last minute, I threw Andrade into this roster. Of course, he was part of LIJ originally. So Andrade is also in there. So we could do Evil, Sanada, and Andrade if you wanted to instead of Hiromu, or we could do Hiromu. Yeah, it was such a good game, Equalizer. I'm going to have to dig it back out, I think, at some point. I mean, that's all we've got space for now on this card. Then I'll do the... Because the Omega and the Bucks one gets some tag team rankings on there as well, then. Omega and the Bucks versus... LIJ. There we go. Well, that's our next episode of New Japan booked, ready to go then. And we've got our next episode of Raw already done as well. So I think our next stream will be on Sunday. Let's have a quick look then. So I can put some of the other stuff in here as well if we want while we're here. I mean, I've got a few more jobs to do tonight, so I don't want to be streaming too late. But where are we? So... I know you guys have put it all in, haven't you? So, Jay, you want to have your champions already set. You don't want to crown them. So, you want to have Adam Cole as the North American. You want to have Keith Lee. Is Keith Lee? No. Okay, no, sorry. It's gone into different pages. I got a bit confused there. Adam Cole, Keith Lee... Imperium, Io Shirai, and the cruiserweight is Phantasma. Okay, so let's get those sorted, and in yellow because of the champions. There we go. RVD versus Cole. Ah, Ian Longneck, you're here. Okay. That's what I was going to ask. I'll let me do this now. Are these in order, or are these just in any order? Where are we? So, okay. I'll put them in the order you're giving them to me at the moment. RBD versus Adam Cole. MJF versus Butcher. Number 1 Wild. Tender Wired. Okay. What we got next? Lorcan and Gulak versus LAX. Yeah, that'd be fine, Jay. You've got space for 7 belts, and it's no extra downloads. It's on the game, so it shouldn't be a problem. Lorcan. Did they have a tag team name, or is that just a tag team you guys have put together? This is LAX. And that is tag team number 1 contender. Okay. So I got those first 3 in. Centralize, there we go. Oh, nice. This is a fatal 4-way for the hardcore championship. Joey Janela versus Bully Ray. This is Cassius Ono versus Jimmy Havoc. And then main event is both tournament. They're like World Championship tournament matches. Okay. Ian, do you have the full tournament planned in already? If so, I can do that now if you want. I can put them in the future shows just so we make sure we get the tournament done. Yellow. Bold. Okey-doke. Yeah, I've got them, Jay. I'm going to put the NXT one in now. I'm going to hold off on the Shimmer and Stardom ones for the moment until I know what calls we can get. Yeah, if you know what the other tournament matches are going to be, Ian, I can plan them in for the next few weeks so we don't forget them when it comes around to the next show. If you want to do it that way. I can see, well, somebody's in here now. That might be you. Looking at the spreadsheets. Maybe I can color code a little bit of this. Let's do this color here for deathmatch. Havoc, Shinkasai, Sada Tremont, Necro, New Jack, Nick Gage, Sabu, Sandman. Okay. Well, I've sort of coloured some of them that I believe are deathmatch wrestlers. Some of the others will do deathmatch as well, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9. Not quite enough for a tour. Well, too many for a tournament, shall I say? Yeah, if you've got the rest in, I'll put them in now in the future weeks. I've not got to book the entire shows. I'll just put the tournament matches in. Nathan's still here. So yeah, this stream will finish pretty soon. Actually, I'm not far away from finishing this off now. And then, like I said, over the weekend, tomorrow's Saturday, I will try and get the rest of the save files set up and get all the cores downloaded. And then on Sunday, we should be in for a long one. I'll probably start streaming about 5 in the UK. And then we'll go till about, maybe 4 or 5. And we'll go to like 9 or 10. So it'll be a good 4 or 5 hour stream, that'll be. And hopefully by then we'll be able just to go show to show to show. Not much messing around then. But yeah, if you get any ideas, like I said, if you guys are on the Discord page that I set up now, and then throw all your ideas in the different tabs, see what you've got. But yeah, if anyone's got anything else, is that an 8-man tournament you're doing, Ian? So you got 2 more first round matches next week, and then 2 semi-finals the week after, and then a final the week after that. Is that how it works? No one wants to talk to me anymore. Everyone's gone silent. Nobody likes me. Nobody likes me anymore. I was going to look at something, would I? Oh, let me see if this is working again now. I'll have a look for you, Justin, so we can find that King of the Ring Championship, whatever it's going to be. Either that or you could use a briefcase, but if you want to use a championship... King of the Ring. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, Nathan. I think it's just the best way of doing it. I like that one. That one's not too bad. Yeah, I think it's the best way of doing it, Nathan. Just just jump on it while it's fresh in our memories. At least then we won't forget anything and we can sort of keep working off of what's already happened. Otherwise, by the time we get through all the brands and get back to it again, it's just like starting from scratch again, isn't it, really? Again, that's another reason why I think the rankings are very important, I think. Ooh, that's a bit ugly. If me, it's either between that one or that one, maybe. And that's just disgusting. I was King of the Ring here as well. Yeah, you can do, Nathan. Either that, or you can wait until Sunday till I've got the actual. I mean, if I can I get onto? Let me just see if I can get onto Discord on here. I don't know what I'm even logged into Discord on. I think it's my Gmail, so I might be able to get straight into it. Open Discord in your browser. Enter your username. What is my username? What is my username on Discord? Oh, I think is it that? I think that's it. You're being rate limited. What does that mean? Oh, well, it's gone, whatever it means. I am not a robot. Ah. What does rate limited mean? You're being rate limited, you are. Is it because I'm logged in on a separate device? I don't know. What is that? You are being rate limited. I don't understand that. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Let me just double check what my actual who I actually am. What is me? What is me? I don't even know what my. I thought I could log into my PC pretty easily, but it's been a bit of a pain. It's been a reet pain, it has. Is that what that is? Okay. Can I see myself on here? So if I do that on R1, I can see who's online. There's me. Ah, that's because it's not my login. That's why. That's my login. Okay, is this gonna work now? So I'm just having an entire conversation with myself here. Well, if I can get on Discord, if I can get on Discord and here, I might be able to. There we go. Let's let me do it. Oh, maybe not then. I haven't got this. Claim your account to keep all your servers and chats. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I really don't. I really don't know what I'm doing. Gmail.com. I don't think I've ever set one up, to be honest. I don't think I've ever set up a login. I mean, my Discord just works from my Google, I believe. I've got no idea what any of my login information is. No idea. Manage user. Can I manage myself? Nope. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing. I have to figure it out. If I can get onto Discord on my phone, then or on the actual computer, it'd be fine then. Claim account. Do you reckon I can just do it with any email address? Or has it got to be the one that I'm currently using? I do apologise, you just listened to me just messed around with Discord. Yeah, that's the normal one. This email address is already registered. Okay, if it's already registered, then I've already got an account. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, you stupid game? Oh, this is just confusing. I mean, is that the same? Am I a different one because I've got a different... Ah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm logged into the wrong one. Unclaimed account. Please enter username and password. I think I'm not on the right account, you know. I mean, that's what it is. How do I log in? I don't understand Discord at all. I really don't understand Discord. No problem, Nathan. I might be gone by the time you come back, mate, to be honest. I'm just confused with Discord at the moment. How do you know what your Discord number is? Down here? No. Up here? No. In here? No. In here? No. Ah, here we go. 4193. I don't know how to bloody do this. I just want to log into my own Discord on bloody line rather than through my phone all the time. That way I can copy and paste some of the links for you guys to be able to see, but I just don't understand Discord. I mean, I can make myself a friend. Hash That's what I need to do. How do I log out? I want to log out and start again. There you go, log out. Okay, log out. Apparently, let me try this. Come on, please work. Please be working. Please be working. Please be a hero here. Come on, do it. Welcome back. Oh, I like it. It works. Disagreement. It's true, Justin. Oh, really? It said welcome back, and then it said your password does not match. Well, that's crappy, isn't it? Really? Really? That's working, though. It's working. I managed to get onto Discord on my computer. There we go. I can see all of you now on my Discord. So does that mean that I can actually link the... So if I share this link now, so copy this link into Discord. I'll do Combat Zone Wrestling because that's the one I've got open. Like so. Then can I... Oh, God. Oh. Oh, it just copies the... I don't want to do that. Pin the message. Oh, yeah. Pin it. Can I cancel that? I want to get rid of that. I just want the link. This will remove all embeds on the message. Okay, and then pin the message at the top. Can I move it? Okay. Okay, I think I've got it. You guys might have to tell me if that works. I've just put a I put a link to the Combat Zone Wrestling document in the Combat Zone Wrestling thing. Is that done now then? No, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. I can make myself a friend. Do you realise I just like talking crap as I go along and don't actually know anything I'm doing? Really haven't got a clue what I'm actually doing here. I thought it would work, but it's not. Okay, let me delete that. Can I not delete this now? Oh, save. Oh, it does work. Does it work? I think it might work. It does work. There we go. Okay. So that should make things a bit easier. I'm going to actually link all of the spreadsheets in the Discord now as well, so that in the individual tabs. So that should make it a little bit easier now. I just need to figure out how to get them to go to the top, I think. Right, I think that's all then. Okay. Actually, Discord's a lot easier on a computer, isn't it? You're in the... Yeah, cheers to that Omega project. It wasn't working because I hadn't pressed save. That's what it was. I'd done it, but I hadn't actually finished it, so I didn't like it. So I'll try and do that then with all of the different brands. I'll put links to all the spreadsheets in there. I just don't know whether I can... Because I want to really put it at the top. I don't know how pinned comments work, whether they always stay there at the top or what. I could just delete everyone. I can't believe... yeah, you guys are great. I mean, I started a Discord today and I got 9 people on it already. I never expected any of this. Thank you all very much for your support once again. I do apologise, Justin. Of course, I know you've only just turned up not long ago, but we're going to be finishing the stream off pretty soon. So I'll probably do a longer one over the weekend. I won't be able to stream that much... Yeah, I've always used Discord on my phone, to be honest. I've never used it on my PC, but now I've got it. This is going to be a bit of a mind blower for me now, because it's a lot easier to use on the PC. Justin, yeah, I think moving forward, I'm going to try in the future to stream more at weekends, and I'll probably do some later ones to try and get you involved as well. Alright, it's actually a real belt. Okay, I'll take it back then. Yeah, so just I think in the future I'll try and I'll try and do some later streams. Maybe the first couple of episodes of WF I can try and save for like a late Saturday night or something, which is going to be, well, daytime for you, isn't it, of course, but yeah. We'll see how we get on. The KFC World Championship, oh yeah. I'll go for that. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it there for the night anyway, because we are late on the evening now. I need to go to bed, I think. Okay, Ian, yeah. I'm just tidying things up at the moment. Oh, this could be a problem. I think, Ian... let me just double check. I think Omega Project wanted to do NWA. I've just realised, wasn't that the one that you wanted to do? Omega Project was going to take NWA as a temporary one until somebody took it full time. So if you did want that one, then maybe you could take that. Or there's plenty of brands. We've currently got MLW, AAA, PWG, Smackdown, Raw, New Japan, Combat Zone Wrestling, Raw, Shimmer, and NWA are free. So if you wanted to take one of those brands as your baby, then do that. Like I said, it doesn't mean you get to be like a autocratic dictator. The idea is that we work together, but you guys will take the lead on the booking. But everyone else's ideas are obviously valid as well. I am down the road that is laggy. The PS5 thing would happen today, didn't it? How much is that going to be? Oh, it looks pretty. It's white, not black, which could be an interesting one. It does look really nice, actually. What's the price? That's the weirdest thing. Yeah, no problem, Justin. Yeah, I say over weekends now, I don't mind, even Friday nights, I don't mind doing some later streams, but stuff like tonight, it's a work night and it's 10:15 for me now, so I've been an hour and a half late most days this week, so I probably should go to bed at some point. I've still got some cleaning to do as well. I'm still trying, the PlayStation 5 looks lovely. Got announced today. I'm trying to see what the price is. I can't see the price anywhere. But it does. It looks really, really nice. It does look a bit like a Wii, though, actually, as well. I wanted to see what the stuff was as well, because I know there was rumours that the PlayStation 5 would have backwards compatibility and stuff like that as well. But at the moment, just look at there's pictures of it at the moment. We'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to bid you all farewell tonight. Like I say, there are some brands still open if anyone wants to try and take control of those. Like I said, I want to try and keep... ideally, everyone's going to have one brand. There we go. Do you want to take Combat Zone Wrestling, Ian? Ian, I think if you're replying to what I just said, I think you are either behind on the stream, or your lag is a lot worse than what you think it is. Because I said that about an hour ago. That was about 20 minutes ago I asked you about that. Anyway, I'm going to bid you farewell then. I shall see you all again. Like I say, I won't be streaming again now till Sunday. I'm going to do some FIFA in the morning because most of the Americans won't be up. And then I'll knock out some WWE a little bit later on in the day. Hopefully by then, all of our save files and brands will be ready to go. And I think that'll be pretty fun. Anyway, Shabby Gamer, like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And I thank you all for joining me here tonight. And look forward to seeing you again on Sunday. Bye.